Thomas, Monday Morning Critic. How are you, Joaquin?
Hola, Tomás. Muy bien.
Excellent.
Hello, Derek. How are
Yes,
you?
good. So I have to
Sí.
say, one thing before we talk about Midnight Family. I wanted to make a comparison here. One of the legendary roles you had was Don Nato, when he's talking to El Chapo in prison, and he says "a la verga" in the prison. And I want you to know, I was so scared, I got out of my seat. So that's one of the roles you have. Do you find that it's more difficult? Do you find that it's more difficult playing characters? So in this case, here in Midnight Family, characters like Ramon that are actual people that have actually existed. Do you find that more of a challenge?
Eh, yo creo que lo acabas de decir.
Well, I think you've defined it very well. Ramon is a layperson. He's a normal guy. There's nothing extraordinary about him, as for example, as opposed to other characters I've played, like a villain who's a person that shows extraordinary um features. Ramon is someone you can run across on the street. Ramon has a very regular kind of family. They're ordinary. And well, his job is a little bit different, and things get a different tone here because he can be compared to a hero. I think that the complexity in Ramon is that he is a normal guy. He's completely normal. But at the same time, his service vocation and his calling is bigger than him.
That's a great answer. One of my favorite things about Ramon, right? So I'm an older dad. Ramon is an older dad. He has clogged arteries. I have clogged arteries. Like me, like you, he puts everyone ahead of himself. He's looking at buying Narcan and not the heart medicine that he needs. That is my favorite part of Ramon. What is your favorite part of Ramon?
Sí, evidentemente, me gusta mucho que él ame a
Well,
su
I love
familia
that he loves his
y que
family so
incluso, como tú
much.
lo dices,
And as
no,
you put
él
it,
esté en un segundo plano.
he
Él no es
always comes
importante.
second best.
Los
He's
importantes
not
son ellos.
important. He always puts his family at the
Incluso
center.
esa tolerancia
And that
llega a extremos
tolerance
muy
reaches
altos cuando
um
tolera que la
reaches
madre de sus
an
hijos
extreme.
tenga
For
un novio,
example, he
que
allows
ese
for
novio
the
hasta los
mother of
presenta,
his
los
children to have
saluda,
a
etcétera.
boyfriend, and he
Es un
even
hombre
hangs
muy
out with a
noble,
man. He's
Ramón,
a
un
rather
hombre
noble
noble
man.
y que
He
tal
is a
vez
noble
esta
guy,
cercanía
and
con la
probably the
muerte
closeness to
lo haga
death
amar
makes
profundamente la
him
vida y
love
amar
life
profundamente
even
a sus
more
seres queridos.
profoundly and his loved ones even more profoundly.
Yeah, that's a beautiful answer. In your life, in your personal life, have you been the recipient of somebody like Ramon, maybe a mother, a father, a friend, a family member? Have you been on the other end of that?
No, no en un caso tan
Not
similar, pero
necessarily,
somos una
probably
familia
not at the same
que hemos
level,
recibido el auxilio de muchas
but
personas.
we as a family
Nuestros
have been
orígenes es una
supported
familia
by
con
other
una historia
people.
muy complicada.
My
En
family
algún momento
has a
tuvimos
complicated origin. At
conflictos
some point,
económicos
we
y
had
han
some
aparecido personas
money
generosas
problems, and there have been
que nos han
generous
ayudado.
people coming our
Insisto que
way who
no al
have
plano
pitched
que lo
in
puede
and
hacer
helped us.
Ramón,
Probably not
como lo hace
comparable
Ramón,
to something
pero
Ramon
eh,
does,
Ramón lo que tiene es
but what
generoso
Ramon
y es
has is that he's
solidario.
a generous
Y
man and
creo
he's a
que eso es
solidarian
algo
one.
importante y
And
creo que
that's
es
what's
algo de lo que hay que
important.
aprender
And that's something
de
that we have to
familias de
learn
Solace.
from Midnight Family:
La tolerancia, la solidaridad
tolerance,
y la generosidad.
solidarity, and generosity.
Ramon, it seems like, Ramon and his family, it seems like such a difficult way to earn a living, right? Joaquin, it just seems like such a difficult way to, in the middle of the, you get no sleep.
Sí.
Even on a good day, you are earning no money, or very little money. It seems like a very difficult way to make a living. Do you think maybe part of the gift here is, yes, it's their job, but part of the gift is the family bonding that they have together? Is that part of the gift of the unity that makes them do this every night?
Sí, sí, sin duda.
Yeah,
Yo creo que
without any
la
doubt.
relación con el
I
dinero
think their
no es algo
bond
que
to
nos
money, their
define
relationship to
todos.
money, is something that
En una sociedad como la
defines them
nuestra,
all. In a
la
society
relación con
like
el
the one in
dinero
which
es
we live,
muy
the
definitoria.
relationship with money
Creo
is
que Ramón
something
enseña
that's
a su familia que
paramount.
el
I
dinero no
think
es lo más
Ramon is
importante,
teaching his
aun cuando
family
recibe
that
el
money
regaño
is
de
not
sus
the most
hijos,
important thing, even when
que
their
no es el
own
dinero lo
children
importante, sino la capacidad
uh,
de servicio, de
uh,
atender a los
are
hijos, que es
rebellious
algo
against
que
this view of
está
the world.
ha sido olvidado
Money
por estos tiempos tan exigentes, tan
and times are
materiales, del
dire right
material,
now.
del
We are so
progreso,
much driven to
del
progress,
salir
to
adelante,
material
etcétera.
things,
Yo creo que
to
es una enseñanza importante
having a
lo que hace
great
Ramón, es decir,
future.
no
And what
importa el
Ramon
dinero,
does
importa el
here
servicio,
is also
importa
important.
el otro,
Money is not
importa
important.
el prójimo.
The other one is what's important. Helping each other out is what's important.
That's a beautiful answer. My last question for you, and thank you for this, is the show is very raw. It is beautifully shot. It has an excellent score to it. And I was surprised because I've watched the documentary, and I was surprised, and I still can't get over how there's 45 government ambulances for 9 million people. Is there any way to fix that, in your opinion, Joaquin? Because that seems like it's almost like people aren't happy when others are hurt, but it's almost like it's like a buffet. Everyone's trying to get to the one hurt person, right? And it just seems like such madness at times. Is there a way to fix this?
En un país como México, no.
In a country such as
Y más
Mexico, I
en
don't
las
think so.
circunstancias que vivimos
And
actualmente,
given the
donde se
circumstances we're
registran cambios
actually
políticos
living,
muy
we are
importantes y
experiencing political
donde pareciera que
turmoil and there's
la
political
inversión del
change
Estado
happening right now.
va
And it looks like that
hacia otros
the
destinos, hacia otros
interest of the
intereses.
state
La
is
importante
going
inversión en la
elsewhere
salud
and not in
y en
investing in
en la salud y en
public
la
health
seguridad
care
pública
and public
deberían de ser
security.
una
So
prioridad.
health and
Pero
public security must
lamentablemente
be a
que no lo
priority
es.
for our
En
government.
países que estamos
Unfortunately, it is
en
not.
situaciones como la de México,
Countries such as
siempre el
Mexico,
desarrollo, siempre
we're
los
always
conflictos,
in
los
development. We're
movimientos políticos
always
complejos.
in political turmoil. We're always experiencing conflict of some sort.
Well, I have to say the show is terrific, and once again, so are you. Thank you for this time. All the best, my friend.
Gracias a ti. Un abrazo.